An arc fault circuit interrupter, or AFCI, is a circuit breaker that detects electrical arcs. The authority having jurisdiction, or AFCI, is the governing body that enforces electrical codes and standards. Amps interrupting capacity, or AIC, is the maximum current the circuit breaker or fuse can safely interrupt. A circuit breaker, or CB, is an overcurrent protection device that automatically trips to interrupt a circuit. Do-it-yourself, or DIY, refers to projects completed by homeowners rather than professionals. An electrical contractor, or EC, is a licensed professional who performs electrical work. The equipment grounding conductor, or EG, is a conductor that provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source. Full load amps, or FLA, is the current an electric motor draws when operating at full load. A general contractor, or GC, is responsible for overseeing and managing a construction project. The grounding electrode conductor, or GEC, connects the grounding electrode to the electrical system. A ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, is a device that protects against electrical shock by detecting ground faults. A ground fault interrupter, or GFI, is another term for ground fault circuit interrupter. Homeowner, or HO, refers to the person who owns a residence. Home theater, or HT, refers to a dedicated space for watching movies and television. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, or HVAC, refers to the systems that control temperature, humidity, and air quality in a building. In my humble opinion, or IMHO, is an expression of personal opinion. In my opinion, or IMO, is a similar expression of personal opinion. Laughing myself silly, or LMAO, is an expression of amusement. Laughing out loud, or LOL, is another expression of amusement. Lot rotor amps, or LRA, is the current an electric motor draws when it is first started. A main circuit breaker, or MCB, is the main overcurrent protection device for an electrical panel. A motor control center, or MCC, is an assembly of motor starters, circuit breakers, and other control devices. Main lugs only, or MLO, refers to an electrical panel without a main circuit breaker. A multi-wire branch circuit, or MWBC, is a circuit that shares a neutral conductor between two or more ungrounded conductors. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a set of standards for safe electrical installations. The National Electrical Testing Association, or NETA, is an organization that certifies electrical testing companies. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, is an organization that develops codes and standards for fire prevention. Overcurrent protection, or OCP, is a device that protects against excessive current flow. An overcurrent protection device, or OCPT, is a device such as a circuit breaker or fuse. Original poster, or OP, refers to the person who started a thread in an online forum. On the other hand, or OTOH, is an expression used to introduce a contrasting point. Power company, or POCO, is the utility that provides electricity. Personal protection equipment, or PPE, refers to safety gear worn to protect against hazards. Roll on the floor laughing, or rotful, is an expression of extreme amusement. Small appliance, or SALT, as in small appliance branch circuit, refers to a circuit dedicated to serving small appliances. Underwriters Laboratory, or UL, is a safety organization that tests and certifies product. Wild guess, or WAG, is an informal term for an estimate based on limited information. These abbreviations are commonly used in the electrical industry to simplify communication and documentation. Understanding these terms is essential for electrical contractors, engineers, inspectors, and anyone involved in electrical work. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards that govern the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. The authority having jurisdiction, or AFCI, is responsible for enforcing the NEC and other local electrical codes. The AHJ may be a local building inspector, fire marshal, or other designated official. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is essential for electrical contractors to be familiar with the NEC to ensure that their work complies with all applicable regulations. Overcurrent protection, or OCP, is a critical safety feature in electrical systems. Overcurrent protection devices, or OCs, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to interrupt the flow of current in the event of an overload or short circuit. The AIC rating of an OCT indicates the maximum current that it can safely interrupt. It is important to select OCs with an AIC rating that is sufficient for the available fault current at the point of installation. Grounding is another essential safety feature in electrical systems. The equipment grounding conductor, or EG, provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source. This helps to ensure that OCs will trip quickly in the event of a ground fault. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical shock by detecting ground faults. GFCIs are required in certain locations, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical fires caused by arcing faults. AFCIs are required in certain locations, such as bedrooms and living rooms. Electrical contractors, or ECs, are responsible for ensuring that electrical installations are safe and compliant with all applicable codes and standards. AC must be licensed and insured to perform electrical work. Homeowners, or HO, who attempt to perform electrical work themselves should be aware of the risks involved. Electrical work can be dangerous and should only be performed by qualified professionals. Understanding electrical abbreviations is essential for effective communication in the electrical industry. This guide provides a comprehensive overview of commonly used abbreviations. Remember that electrical work should always be performed by qualified professionals. Safety should always be the top priority when working with electricity. Always de-energize circuits before working on them. Use personal protection equipment, or PPE, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all applicable codes and standards. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work, hire a qualified electrical contractor. The information provided in this guide is for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical professional before performing any electrical work. Electrical systems can be complex and dangerous. It is important to have a thorough understanding of electrical principles before attempting any electrical work. Always follow safe work practices. Be aware of the potential hazards. Take precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock and other injuries. This includes using insulated tools, wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, and de-energizing circuits before working on them. Never work on live circuits. Always verify that the circuit is de-energized before working on it. Use a voltage tester to check for voltage. If you are not sure how to de-energize a circuit, consult with a qualified electrician. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. Make sure that all electrical equipment is properly grounded. This will help to protect against electrical shock in the event of a fault. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical shock by detecting ground faults. GFCIs should be installed in all locations where there is a risk of electrical shock, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical fires caused by arcing faults. AFCIs should be installed in all bedrooms and other areas where there is a risk of arcing faults. Overcurrent protection devices, or OCs, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect against overloads and short circuits. OCs should be properly sized for the circuits that they protect. Use the correct type and size of wire for each circuit. Improperly sized wires can overheat and cause a fire. Make sure that all electrical connections are tight and secure. Loose connections can cause arcing and overheating. Do not overload electrical circuits. Overloading a circuit can cause the circuit breaker to trip or the fuse to blow. If you are frequently tripping circuit breakers or blowing fuses, you may need to add additional circuits. If you are not sure how to do this, consult with a qualified electrician. Never tamper with electrical equipment. Tampering with electrical equipment can be dangerous and can void the warranty. If you have any questions about electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards for safe electrical installations. The NEC is updated every 3 years. It is essential for electricians to be familiar with the NEC. The authority having jurisdiction, or AFCI, is responsible for enforcing the NEC. The AFCI may be a local building inspector or fire marshal. Electrical inspections are required for all new electrical installations. The purpose of an electrical inspection is to ensure that the installation complies with the NEC. If you are planning to perform any electrical work, it is important to obtain the necessary permits. Permits are required for most electrical work. The permit process helps to ensure that the work is performed safely and in accordance with the NEC. Always hire a licensed and insured electrical contractor to perform electrical work. A licensed electrician has the training and experience to perform electrical work safely and correctly. Insurance protects you in the event of an accident. Before hiring an electrical contractor, check their references. Ask for proof of insurance and licensing. Get a written estimate before the work begins. The estimate should include a detailed description of the work to be performed and the cost of materials and labor. Do not pay for the entire job upfront. A reputable contractor will only ask for a small deposit. Keep a copy of all contracts and invoices. If you have any problems with the work, contact the contractor immediately. If you are unable to resolve the problem with the contractor, you may need to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau or the State Licensing Board. Understanding electrical abbreviations is essential for anyone involved in the electrical industry. This guide provides a comprehensive overview of commonly used abbreviations. Use this guide as a reference when reading electrical drawings, specifications, and other documents. Remember that electrical safety is always the top priority. Follow all applicable codes and standards. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work, hire a qualified electrical contractor. Electrical safety is not just the responsibility of electrical contractors. It is the responsibility of everyone. Be aware of the potential hazards. Take precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock and other injuries. By following these safety tips, you can help to prevent electrical accidents.